thing that appealed to us most is the fact that you can be any ability. Nobody judges you. You can have a really good game, really bad game, different abilities, different ages.
Honestly, obviously the green's amazing. The members are amazing. It's like a big family here, and everyone's there to help each other out.
I mean, there's a lot of skill involved, a lot of things to think about when you're playing. There's more to it than it perhaps appears to be to start with. But no, it's a really enjoyable experience.
Three Spires Bowling Club started in 1912, but it wasn't actually at that time on this site. It was at Spencer Park, which is just down the road. They moved onto this site in 1927 and it's been here since. So although we had our centenary in 2012, it'll be, in a couple of years' time, it'll be the centenary for being here in this location.
I think it's a safe place, like a safe space for people to come, whether they're been bowling all their life or they're new beginners, and it looks interesting to them. I think they can come here and then they get brilliant coaching. There's no judgmentalness going on here, and yeah, you can just come up and you can practice, you can join, and that's how to me. I felt like as soon as everyone knew my name before I knew their name, and it just felt great. Yeah, so I think like whether you're local or you're not local, I just think it brings that to the area. I think definitely. 100%.
My cousin actually bowls here as well, and so does her son and her granddaughter as well. So it's really nice. I've actually played against them on a club night, and it's really nice because it's also actual family, and I think that's one of the appealing things. You can be playing. Her granddaughter was 11 at the time. And then there's her son, and then there's, my cousin and myself. So you've got 3 generations playing as well.
My name's Alistair Hollis. I'm the Head of Sport Development at Bowls England. My team is, so as a national governing body, we're responsible for just managing the whole sport in England. And my team in particular, we process probably on 3 main items, which is making sure that our events are in order, that competitions are in order, and that we support our clubs. But, at the end of the day, our whole mission as a national governing body is to get more people playing bowls. That's our number one objective and priority.
This club goes out of its way to include people, whether they're single or couples or families or whatever they are, to include them in everything. But they don't pressure you to do anything. So it is very friendly, and even in the competitive aspects of the game, the really competitive players will try to help you improve your game. No question about it. Even though they want to beat you, they will tell you where they think you're going wrong and will try to help you improve. So it's very inclusive in all respects as far as I can see. It is no pressure to do things that you don't want to do. They accept you for what you are and what you want to play as part of the club.
We were both golfers, and we always said we'd do something. We could never play golf if health deteriorated, and it was something we always discussed to get into bowls. And then 3 years ago, we downsized. It will be 4 years this November, and we literally just live down the road. And it was something we took into account when we downsized. And so we just got an apartment down here, and it's joined straight away after joining, didn't we, as soon as the season started?
Yeah.
We moved in November, and we were down here in March checking everything out. Yeah, and they were very friendly, and they really welcomed us, and they gave us some coaching and everything. And yeah, so we've never looked back, really.
My name's Simon Rogers. I've been a member since 1983, and keep getting reminded I'm the longest serving bowling member here. I've got various roles. I'm president of the club at the moment, which means I'm on the committee as well. We, as a club, also have, it's part of a limited company, and I'm the chairman of directors on the limited side as well. The problems, they've changed over the years. Like probably in the early days, they were financial, and I was told quite early on that we had, if there'd been any major emergency or anything, we'd have probably had to borrow money to sort it out. That side of it is a lot better now, and we don't have those issues. The problems of keeping something like this going is really to do with the members and the volunteer help we get, whether it be the help on running that green outside or the bar or the catering. And we wouldn't have been able to do what we've done here if it hadn't been for the help of the volunteers. And we're very lucky there, because not all clubs get the same help, and so that is an important feature today.
To be honest, a lot of the local community don't even know we're here, because we're hidden down a little dead-end street, and people are genuinely surprised when you say you play bowls at Three Spires. Where's that? Well, it's just next to Spencer Park. In Spencer Park? No, just round the corner. So in terms of the local community, I think we should offer more, which, we've got a membership promotion going on at the moment, and hopefully that will make the local community more aware of the fact that we're here and what we offer. It's a great community, very friendly, lots of positives, yeah.
Well, I've always been involved with sport, watching it, playing it, reporting on it actually for broadcast, but I'd also retired, and the one thing my wife was sure is I have to get out and do something, not get under her feet. So doing this was something I really look forward to. I found out there was a recruitment campaign on here as well, and I knew a couple of the people here already, so it was one of the natural things to do was to come and join in.
One of the key challenges we have as a club is that year on year we lose on average 10% of our membership through no fault of our own, whether that be through people no longer being able to bowl because of their health conditions, or occasionally for people moving to another club. People do move away, especially working people with the jobs can move away. If we have people of student age, they might then go back home, so to speak. So we have to do a major, we'll call it a major, but significant recruitment activity every year just to stand still. We have currently around 110, 120 members within the club, but if we lose 10% of those, then you're losing between 11 and 12 people a year. And so therefore we have to try and recruit that many to, as I say, just to maintain our existing membership without necessarily improving the overall number. And certainly one of the things that we're trying to do is to encourage people of all ages, but especially bowlers or potential new bowlers that maybe were bowling in a career as part of, say, rugby or cricket or football or something of that nature, whereby physically they maybe no longer have or no longer as able as they were, but in bowling terms they can certainly bowl and they can really potentially excel at bowls.
So the sport of bowls, I mean, obviously, we can date bowls back to Sir Francis Drake down on Plymouth Hoe, and but we've been around for a long time. But I think what we offer is probably something for everybody. We are, the sport is so accessible. One of our challenges is that whilst we're accessible, that's whether it's by gender, disability, male or female, we can age, we can cover the sport for literally everybody in this country. Our challenge probably is to actually make the sport accessible in terms of bringing new people into the sport. I mean, so we know that the sport can be played by everyone, but the challenges we now have is looking at it in terms of time. The world is very different to perhaps how it was 20, 30 years ago. So we're trying to change the sport a little bit to make it more accessible in terms of meeting the needs of the modern day. And I think generally speaking, we know that the sport of bowls can really offer a solution to sort of a lot of the challenges we now have in the world, whether that's social isolation, mental well-being, physical activity. So that's some of the challenge we've got. But yes, as a sport, the sport of bowls is literally there for everybody.
Yes, it is when it's us two against each other.
It is a competitive sport.
Yeah.
There are people that like to play it just friendly, but I'd say 80% of the people that play want to be competitive. because it's generally for people that have played football, rugby, cricket, etc., and still got that competitive streak in them. But having said that, then you can have nights where you roll up and it's just some people haven't got that streak, so it combines the two together, so it works for everybody really, old and young.
So being a member, you also are eligible and in fact encouraged to work with our coaches. We have 2 qualified coaches who take both brand new bowlers and also experienced bowlers to give them support and training to really give them a really good start for new bowlers and help to resolve any issues or help to develop our existing bowlers as well.
My memory of this club is being included in everything, not being left out, and just really friendly people that you just like being with and spending time with.
I think my person, because I'm quite young compared to some people, I think it's definitely about trying to get the younger generation involved, because I think there's some, not a stigma I would say, but you know that a lot of young people will think, oh, it's just for the older generation, but honestly I don't think it is. Obviously just that's the way it has been, and I think this sport could be massive if, you know, it was pushed out there to the younger generation. I genuinely believe that, and I'd like to be able to help with that. So. Oh, what I love about it, yeah, it's just like the camaraderie, is that the word? With everybody, you're a team, you know, you've got all the same kit on, going away to different places as well. Like, you get to travel, I've been to places around the area that I've never been to before, you know, playing bowls, and you get to play like 2 or 3 times a week, and yeah. I love it as a whole. I didn't think I would, and I got a lot of people say to me, isn't that an old person's sport? Believe it or not, it can be for anybody. It's just, you know, the older generation have seemed to grow up with it, and, you know, we need to push it out there for the younger generation, definitely. But yeah, I love bowls, I really do.